I mean, I feel like you're on this page. Are we going to wipe them out?
No, I'm not.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying that it's an emotional response.
Right.
I'm not on the page.
And that's not a good idea, emotional responses. Let's use this and not this. That's why.
Bill Maher just did what nobody else in late night has the guts to do. He torched Stephen Colbert on live TV, and the way he did it wasn't just petty drama, it was a demolition of everything Colbert's career has turned into. After reports that Colbert's show was bleeding up to $50 million a year, and rumors swirled about CBS finally pulling the plug, Maher didn't hold back. He slammed Colbert as nothing more than giving the machine what it wants. Translation: Colbert stopped being a comedian and turned into a mouthpiece for woke politics. And that, my friends, is how you kill late-night comedy.
All the comics that were supposed to put everybody to bed or whatever it is, they all went bananas left. I mean, Colbert, these guys are terrible. Like, Kimmel to me is just maybe friends with him. I know a lot of people that were.
I love Jimmy.
Yeah, like he's
Colbert and I are not
me.
friends.
Yeah, like those guys to me, they're just the worst sort of partisan nonsense. You want everybody.
But the good part of that is we don't hide it. Like, he doesn't like me and I don't like him. And we don't deny it and we don't like it.
No, but he's nothing.
Colbert?
Yeah, he's nothing.
He's also very successful.
No, but he's just giving the machine what it wants all the time. For my differences with you,
That
I totally respect you.
is well said.
Yeah.
Giving the machine what it wants. I wish I had thought of that phraseology. That's exactly right. I do admit there are things in the universe I don't understand.
Okay.
But my response to that is not to make up silly stories.
For years, Colbert has been the poster boy of partisan comedy. Every joke slanted left, every punchline aimed at Trump or conservatives. But Maher called him out bluntly. He's not a comedian anymore. He's a product, a tool for the establishment. Maher said Colbert just gives the machine what it wants. And he wasn't exaggerating. Colbert dances when the network says dance, preaches when the network says preach, and nods when the network says nod. That's not comedy, that's propaganda with a laugh track. Remember when late night was supposed to be fun? Johnny Carson, Jay Leno, David Letterman, sure they had opinions, but the mission was simple: make everyone laugh before bed.
The fact that CBS didn't try to save their #1 rated network late night franchise that's been on the air for over 3 decades is part of what's making everybody wonder, was this purely financial? Or maybe the path of least resistance for your $8 billion merger?
Well, yeah, I mean, I have a connection to our ancestors because
Sure.
Yeah, sure, I have a...
Because,
yeah.
you know, these were men who did not know what a germ or an atom was or where the sun went at night, and that's where you're getting your wisdom. Anyway, let's...
Now, late night has turned into a sermon. Colbert, Kimmel, Fallon, they don't tell jokes anymore. They deliver political speeches with punchlines stapled on. Instead of giving people a break from politics, they force-feed it. Maher isn't perfect. He has his own biases. But at least he's unpredictable. He'll roast Democrats, he'll roast Republicans, and he'll say something that gets half his audience booing. That's what comedy is supposed to be. Risky, uncomfortable, challenging. Colbert is the opposite. Predictable, safe, and boring. Maher also went after the fake atmosphere Colbert lives in. Think about it. Every laugh on his show, every cheer, every clap. It's all carefully curated. The audience knows exactly when to laugh because they're being spoon-fed what to think. Contrast that with Maher's own show. He admits he gets booed all the time. Why? Because he brings on people from both sides. He lets uncomfortable truths land. He doesn't censor his guests to make his audience feel safe. Colbert's stage isn't a comedy club. It's a sanctuary for one ideology. And if you don't clap along, you don't get invited back. One of Maher's sharpest points, he accused Colbert of letting emotion overpower reason. Blind hatred, blind loyalty, it's all the same problem. When you're ruled by emotion, you lose honesty and balance. Maher's line cut deep. You can hold strong opinions, but if emotion rules everything, you lose your grip on honesty. And you can see that play out with Colbert. He doesn't allow real debate. He doesn't risk honest pushback. He surrounds himself with people who parrot the script. Maher's not saying be neutral, he's saying be real. Colbert can't even do that anymore. Here's where things get wild. CBS gave Colbert a budget of $100 million a year. That's insane money for a talk show. And yet, despite the hype, his show was losing between $40 and $50 million every single year. At some point, the numbers don't lie. You can be woke, you can be partisan, you can be the establishment's poster boy. But if you're bleeding that much cash, the network eventually calls it. And Maher hinted why Colbert lasted so long despite the losses. It wasn't about comedy, it wasn't about ratings, it was about loyalty. Colbert became the face of the vaccine campaigns, the Hunter Biden laptop denial, and every single left-wing talking point that corporate media wanted amplified. He wasn't a late-night host, he was a marketing arm. When news of Colbert's possible firing spread, Jon Stewart, his mentor and biggest supporter, lost it. Stewart went off on Paramount, claiming they only axed Colbert to keep Trump happy for the sake of an $8 billion merger. But here's the thing, Stewart didn't actually do anything about it. He didn't quit The Daily Show in solidarity. He didn't take a stand. He performed a silly sketch pretending to clap back at Paramount, then cashed his paycheck. Megyn Kelly roasted him for this, calling it fake rebellion. She said if Stewart truly believed what he was saying, he had the platform and power to make a real statement. Instead, he played pretend and chose fame over principle. And honestly, she's right. Predictably, the outrage over Colbert's downfall came almost entirely from the left. Tim Walz, Jamie Lee Curtis, Hollywood elites, they all screamed that Colbert was a truth teller silenced by evil corporations. Meanwhile, the right said nothing. Radio silence. Why? Because half the country had already tuned Colbert out years ago. He wasn't their comedian, he wasn't even a national comedian anymore. He was a niche preacher for one side of the aisle. And in comedy, that's fatal. If you're only funny to half the country, you're not a comedian. You're a political mascot. This is the tragedy. Colbert wasn't untalented. He was smart, sharp, and could have been timeless. But somewhere along the way, he traded punchlines for politics. He stopped trying to unite audiences with laughter and started dividing them with lectures. And the result? Ratings tanked, money evaporated, and even CBS couldn't justify keeping him around. Maher, Megyn Kelly, and even Stewart's weak defense all revealed the same truth. Colbert forgot what comedy is supposed to be. He thought being a partisan warrior would save him. Instead, it destroyed him. At the end of the day, Maher's takedown wasn't just about Colbert. It was about what late night has become. Comedy is supposed to challenge the powerful, not worship them. It's supposed to surprise, not preach. It's supposed to make everyone laugh, not just one side of the room. Colbert lost sight of that, and he paid the price. $50 million a year gone. Audience gone. Legacy gone. Bill Maher said it best. When you're just giving the machine what it wants, you're not a comedian. You're a puppet. And once people see the strings, they stop clapping. So here's the real lesson. Comedy should never be predictable, because predictability kills laughter. Colbert forgot that. Maher didn't. And that's why one is still standing while the other's empire just collapsed. If you're tired of being lectured instead of entertained, smash that like button, drop a comment, and subscribe so you don't miss the next breakdown. Because the media circus, it's only getting crazier.